Businesses and people have responded peculiarly to the coronavirus pandemic. Many have unlocked new models to beat corona. Organizations and personalities have taken responsibility. They've shown up and they've laid down resources to help beat corona. Who are the heroes and champions of the future beating corona? Up next, Ebuka chats with Bisola Bora and Jude Ilo on Rubbing Minds.
All right, welcome back. Now, of course, one of the hardest hit sectors of the Nigerian economy in this COVID times has been the event planning sector. And I have here with me Bisola Bora, who's an event planner and consultant. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you so much.
Simple question, how are you coping?
Wow. It's just been a whole world of trying to adapt to the situation.
Yeah.
Because, we're used to, working back to back.
Yeah.
We're used to working.
Nigerians love to
busy.
celebrate everything.
Every weekend is like a reason to celebrate. It's always either a wedding, birthday party, something. And right now, a lot of people, even though people are trying to come back into that whole let's just celebrate. Life still continues. You have to adjust. Yeah. But there's still a few people that are scared.
Yeah.
Some people cannot understand why they're having and spending money for just 20 people, and especially the luxury markets, they're used to spending millions, and they want to show off to their friends, business partners, some of their top people, and they don't understand why they should be celebrating and, spending that type of money with just a few people.
One of the biggest talks that's happened across the world with these times is the fact that people need to innovate. What sort of innovations can the event sector go through in a time like this?
Well, we've had a few people now understand that because we can't, especially in Nigeria, we can't have more than 20 people per event. And because of that, what it means is that you have to have smaller gatherings, you have to have smaller events. So we call them the intimate events or macro events, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
But, and even in that space, more than ever now, we need to let people understand that they can still have a phenomenal time. You can still have a fantastic time. You can still be unique to what you want. You can still be themed. It can still be the standard, the
quality.
Just
to shift the psyche of the customer.
Yes, it can even be more detailed because now you can have that customized.
More intimate and everything.
Exactly. The only thing is that you can't have more than a certain number of people and maybe not even older people right now. So it's just adjusting and trying to adapt now, even knowing that, for example, in the wedding sector, you can't have that whole big celebration for now. So now most people are doing the cuts, just going to court or just doing the joining, going to church, do one or two quick ceremonies, then have a mini party afterwards, whether even in the church or just in their sitting room. And even now understanding that you can transform anywhere. It could be your backyard, it could be in your sitting room, it could be anywhere. So happiness still continues. Happiness is not cancelled.
Yeah. A lot of us would have been very excited to have to have weddings that were this small and themed.
And you don't really need to even spend too much,
which is the most important part. You're saving your money.
Yes, I was telling someone the other day, whatever theme you want, it can still be achievable.
Yeah. Let me go to Jude Ilo now, who's the country officer and the head of Nigerian office of Osiwa. Jude, if you can hear me, I want to talk about NGOs now and how you think they fared, in these times. Coronavirus, of course, nobody was ready for it, but there's a lot of people who look to NGOs and for sort of answers. Do you think they fared well in these times in Nigeria?
Yeah, thank you, Ebuka, and good to join this program. I think yes, they've done a remarkable job. Reality is that.
Sorry, I think we lost Jude there. We'll try and go back to Jude when we can. But we don't know how long this is going to last for, Bisola. Most people are trying to make do. Looking at the way the industry is working now, is there a way to live off of this way now? Like you said, people are used to grand things. Even for event planners, you bill the bigger the event, the more your price, of course. Now, these events are smaller. Do you think it's going to affect the industry in the long run?
I think the way to go for everybody, even in the industry, is to try and focus and educate their clients to see the reason why they can still continue to have their parties now. Life must still continue. Do what you want to do because tomorrow is not even guaranteed. So you keep saying you want to postpone to when vaccines are out and everything. I mean, you don't really know what tomorrow will bring. So if you need to do anything right now, go ahead and do it. As long as you're working with professionals, people that understand your dream, what you want, it can still come out perfectly, even better. And for those that even choose to postpone, no problem. You postpone and you can still have even, I mean, whatever it is you want on a bigger scale. But right now, I don't like the whole mentality whereby people just feel like right now everything has to stop. Love is not cancelled. Happiness is not cancelled. Your dreams can still be valid now. Do what you need to do now.
Just walk around the times.
Exactly.
So there's a hashtag that caught my attention, hashtag Beating Corona Hero, which I find very inspiring. Do you have anyone who's done something impactful maybe in your industry or in these times who has stood out for you?
My industry people have been phenomenal. I mean, shout out to Atinuda, Apwem. I mean, we had some big people that have always been like a support system, family, planner community. I love them all. We support each other. We try and be there for each other when we have challenges. However, there are also some people like Larry Olushola. He's been amazing. Like I always go on his shows, live shows during the first 2 weeks when people were like, what's going on? Like, it just looked as if the world was going to end. He was one of the people that used to go on his stories, watch some of his live shows, and it was really impactful to me. Even Jumoke Adenowo, oh my God, I love her. She really taught me the whole idea of, as long as you're doing your purpose, all you need to know is that your purpose means a thin line between understanding, doing what you love versus what you hate to see. That is your purpose. And as long as you're doing that purpose and you're doing it well and you're going into the marketplace, you will definitely succeed. So whether or not there's COVID-19 or not, as long as you're doing what you love and you're dedicated to it, you will succeed.
I want to talk about post-COVID. Let's assume today we have a cure, we have a vaccine, and life sort of comes back to normal. But there are people who will still say that life can never be the same again. How do you think the event industry is going to move forward? I mean, there are people who are always going to be scared going forward. Do you think this is going to necessarily affect the industry even after this?
No, it will not affect. Okay, so it's now we're in a season. Just like the way in the past when events industry started, people used to have celebrations in a different way. Last decade, celebrations were done in a different way. Now we're in the COVID season. So we must adapt. We have to adjust. We have to know that we can still continue doing our celebration. It might be obviously taking precautions, being safer, having safer measures, wearing your mask and all those things. But there are many ways people are making it look even trendy, nice. It's not looking as bad as when we first started and we were like, oh my God, what is this? Now people are understanding now, you know what? We have to continue doing what we have to do. So I think the message now is just to try and let people know that it's okay to move forward. I mean, it's starting off slow. It's not like unlike before when there's like back to back. It's starting off slow, but I feel like if it goes on for too long, people will just say, you know what? We have to continue doing what we need to do. We can't keep postponing. Because I have a client that has postponed. This is our third time of postponing from April to July, September. Like now it's like, okay, next year. And I know that when it gets to next year, obviously, you can't just keep postponing. You have to face reality and say, okay, you know what? This is what we're ready to do and all that. So yeah, I feel like people would finally decide to just move forward with it and it will pick up over time. And I've told my other colleagues also, I feel also try and make sure that you're also trying to diversify as much as possible. So where is your strongest point apart from, planning and putting together things? Do you want to go into the consulting aspect? This is the time you want to have your ebook. What do you want to do? Where do you want to really master? Because people need solutions right now. So what type of solution are you providing in that event space?
Yeah.
So there's still funds are coming in. It's just that you have to
look
prove
beyond what
you have to prove to the people who are willing to spend why they have to celebrate now.
Well,
why
thank you very much.
Spend money, yes?
Very, very wise words there from Bisola Bora. Unfortunately, we couldn't be joined by Jude Ilo.
Oh my God.
Sorry for the Skype disconnect, but we'll have to go now. Thanks a lot for being here today, and good luck with everything, man. I think we all need the good luck.
Yes,
we all need the good luck in this time. But like I always say, you can follow the conversation on Twitter at Robin Minds Now is the handle. Please use the hashtag Robin Minds when you tweet at us. I'll see you next Sunday.